Hello. Hey, girlfriends. We are here tonight to have a great Hey Girlfriend class. I'm so excited. As soon as I saw this stamp set, I said that's going to be my first card class of Saleabration. So I'm super excited that we're going to use the Hey Girlfriend stamp set tonight for our class. It's only $21. It's super affordable and it's the cutest thing. I'm doing my Facebook Lives a little bit differently today, so you can see my face and my pretty stamp area. I've kind of fixed up my downstairs office. So during the pandemic, we turned our craft room into a possible quarantine room. We haven't really had to use it in a while. We had a few little scares. So I've just kind of kept my craft room down here. And it's been kind of nice not to have to run up and down the stairs a lot. So we have Jewel and Catherine, good to see you, and Mom and Cindy. And I'm sure we'll have lots of others. We actually had 30 people register for this class tonight. I'm super excited. And as always, if you miss something or you want to tell a friend about it, then it's on video, it's recorded, so you can share it with a friend. And yeah, that's what's cool about the card class. So I want you to tell me right now in the comments of this Facebook Live, what's for dinner. We're having like Mom knows we used to have this when we were younger from Sam's. It was called chicken cordon bleu, but I have the one that's like the chicken with the broccoli and cheese in it. So that's what we are having. I'm just curious what you're having. Dana Hobby's here. Excellent. What's for dinner? So that's my first question to you. If we were having a card class at my mom's house, which is something that I miss terribly, then we would, hey Kathy Brown, we would be talking about what our favorite foods are, what's our favorite comfort food. So I want to know what you're having for dinner tonight. Oh, Mom has a veggie plate from Catering to You. That sounds fantastic. Jewel is having chicken casserole. That sounds exciting. And the good news is about our dinner is my daughter Hope cooked it. So hey Terry Imus. Oh, we're just getting so many fun people here tonight. All right, I'm just sharing my my Facebook Live. I'm trying to over to our, oh, sorry, I don't have my here we go. We're going to share that to my groups so that we can have more people join us tonight. Terry, tell us what you're having for dinner. We're checking in with what's for dinner. And I'm sure we'll have frozen mixed vegetables. So funny story on grocery pickup. I love making chicken pot pie, and I ordered a package of what I thought 5 packages of mixed vegetables that were, so I could make plenty of chicken pot pies. And I got 5 5-pound bags of frozen mixed vegetables. So, oh, oyster bar. So I'm sure you can appreciate, you've probably had a funny pickup story with food being not exactly what you thought it was. But that's my frozen mixed vegetable story. So you guys may or may not have heard, but right now it is Saleabration. So we have a new catalog. It's the spring catalog. It's the January-June mini catalog, okay? So we're going to be using a stamp set out of that, Hey Girlfriend. But anytime you purchase something for $50 or more, you get to pick a free Saleabration item. So that's awesome. And if you pick an item that is $100, if you order $100 worth of things, then you get to choose 2 $50 items, or you get a free level 2 item, which there's some bundles, there's some, oh, hey, Ember, good to meet you. There's some wonderful $100 bundles in there too. So that's how Saleabration works. And the way my online card class works, if you've never joined us before, I have my card class once a month. And before COVID, I had it at my mom's house. But I've just moved it online because we're trying to be as safe as possible. So my card class is online. Hi, Rebecca Fox. And it's right here in Facebook. You're here. If you have to leave, I'll be sad, but if you have to leave, you can catch the rest of it. Will be on recording or replay. So it takes a while to upload, so that'll go out on email tomorrow, or it'll be right here on this Facebook page. Debbie Allen is here. Good to see you. But the way the online card class works is there's no way you're going to walk away without wanting something tonight, because we have so many things to show. So if you're wanting something gets to $35 or more, you'll get the card class for free. That means you'll get the make and take packets, which if you were coming to my card class, they would look just like this. They'll come in the mail to you, and you'll have enough to make 6 cards, and you'll have all 6 envelopes, okay? They will be mailed to you, free shipping. So that's how the online card class works. And if you have an order of $50 or more, of course you'll get the free item from Stampin' Up, but you'll also get free resin hearts from me. So, and we're going to use these on our projects today. So you'll have enough in your packet to make your make and takes, but you're going to want more. They're super cute, especially right now for Valentine's Day. That's how the online card class works. You can text me your order, you can email me your order, you can Facebook message me your order. You can put your order in online. If you registered for the class, I've already sent you an email with a link for where to put your order in that includes the host code. Everything is there. If you did not register for the class, it's very important that you email me, Facebook message me your email, because you want to get the PDF instructions, which will be there for these cards. Also, I'm going to give you a link to this chart for making your own Stampin' Blends skin tone chart. So you definitely want to message me your email if I don't have it yet. Just on Facebook Messenger, Paper Made Prettier, or you can find me on Cogbill is my name if you haven't met me yet. So message me so you can get those PDFs and that skin tone chart. All right. I guess that's about all of my announcements. I'll have a few things to say through the card class, but I'm going to start by pointing you down, and we're going to decide which card we're going to do first. Okay, we have 3 of the cutest cards you've ever seen. Okay, now this is what I'm doing differently. I'm just going to ease you down here, so no scary movements. And I'm just going to do a little adjusting of my crafting area. And that was easier than usual, right? You guys, if you've watched my Facebook Lives, know that it can get kind of rocky. Okay, making sure you can see this. All right, so we're in business. These are the cards that we're going to make for our card class tonight. And of course, oh, wait, they're upside down. That's not good. All right, I'm going to turn my camera and just hope for the best. Let us see what happens. I knew better than to change the way I do my... Facebook Living. See if that works. Brenda Smith is here, yay! Yes, Kathy, upside down. Okay, I think we're getting right side up now. My apologies. I tried a different way of Facebook Living. And as you can see, I probably need a little bit of practice there, but thank you for your patience. Now we should be right side up and in screen here. Pretty good. I'm gonna wait until It looks like we're all straight. Okay, we're good now. That's very interesting. I don't really know what to say about that. Okay, thanks for your patience. So let's get started. I'm going to adjust the lighting here. It's pretty bright. Okay. So like I said, we have the 3 of the cutest cards here. We have these girls. We're going to do paper piecing, not piercing, so that you will find out how to make your people have custom-made outfits. Okay, so I'm gonna show you how to make a custom-made outfit for your little girl. We're gonna make this cute girl with her two-toned flirty flamingo dress, and then these 2 friends. So, and you're gonna learn, oh, hey, Judy, I'm so glad you came. You're gonna get to learn also a lot about skin tones, okay? So Stampin' Up skin tones is exciting. That's something that I've been studying for the last 2 days, and I've learned so much, so much. So I'm gonna share that with you tonight. I'm excited. All right, let's get started on our first card. So, I'll tell you, I have to be honest with you and show you what my first card looked like, and it was hysterical. So if you have ever had a card mess up, then you would not believe how this card just scared me. It gave me nightmares because this girl looks possessed. Like, I don't even know what more to say about that. But I just didn't have a lot of experience coloring. I had done so many flowers and blended so many things that were not people. So I realized I need to do some studying on my Stampin' Blends people. So I did, and I've learned some really cool things that I'm going to share with you tonight, okay? So I'll start by showing you this Stampin' Blends color chart. So this will be on the email that I send you when you send me your email on Facebook Messenger. But you simply go in and fill in like petal pink straight down, and then petal pink light straight across. And then you go to the next one, petal pink dark straight across, petal pink dark straight down. And it gives you all of these combinations of Stampin' Up skin tones, okay? And of course, diagonally is just the color with itself. So this is light petal pink, light petal pink. This is dark petal pink, dark petal pink. Okay, so you can see that goes down that way. So the first time I did my blending, I just guessed, and it was a nightmare. Like, this is awful. You can't see her pretty face. Her hair looks like it has poop in it. It's just bad. So I redeemed myself today and studied about Stampin' Up blending colors. So we're going to make this little girl. It's easier to do ivory and petal pink blending, I think. And we have no shortage of skin tone possibilities when we use this color chart. So I'm going to get started. So we're going to start with a base of Bermuda Bay, and it's a great fun color. We're going bright tonight, so I hope you like it. You could always recreate these projects in a pastel palette if you're a pastel girl. I'm going to go ahead and put my basic white, sorry, we have a new white piece in the middle of my card because this is Bermuda Bay, so we can't really write on that. And I'm going to set that aside. Now, we're going to do 2 things. So this is a piece of Ombre designer paper, okay? And the exciting thing is the Ombre Designer Series paper is free with a $50 purchase, okay? So I don't know if you can see all that. Oh, I forgot the comments here. Let's see who else is here. Just want to try to see the comments on my laptop over here. Yes, paper dolls. Awesome. Cheryl Turner is here. Good to see you. Okay, good. All right, so back to this paper. It is everything. It's got all the pretty colors, and the colors that it contains are rich raspberry. Hold on, I need to turn. I do this every time. Are Blackberry Bliss, Bermuda Bay, Granny Apple Green, and Rococo Rose. So you can see you've got this cool, solid ombre look, but then you've also got this polka dot ombre look in all the colors. Okay, so that's fantastic. But a whole pack of that designer paper in 6x6 is free with a $50 purchase. Okay, so that's what I would recommend for your purchase tonight, but we're going to use that tonight on our card. So originally I did the dark ombre down here, but then it dawned on me when I was doing my redo that we needed to stamp on the lighter side of that ombre paper. Okay, so just kind of turning that light down a little bit. It's pretty bright. So on my redo, I stamped here. So that's what I'm gonna do here. And for blending these people, I prefer to use basic gray instead of Memento, which is typically what you'll see used with blending. I just think it's a lighter situation, and it's just a little bit happier when you blend people. So I'm just going to stamp this sentiment. I will show you the sentiments in this stamp set. We have you always be yourself. Hey girlfriend, you're a tough act to follow. You can count on me. I love my besties, and your kindness touches my heart. Okay, so all the best sentiments in the cutest font. So you've got what you need there. I chose your kindness touches my heart for this card. So you're just going to stamp that in the bottom right corner of this ombre paper. And then you're going to snap that onto your card base with your Stampin' Seal. So I'll pop that on there. And then I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to orient my strip of Designer Series paper opposite of, hey, Susie's here. So the dark, I'm going to orient opposite of this. So it just is more contrast, if that makes any sense. So I'm going to go dark to light here and then light to dark here. I don't know if that makes sense to you. I hope it does. All right, now we're going to do our blending, okay? So this is the exciting part, and this is why I hope you're here. Let us stamp our little girl right here. Now I'm going to stamp her over to the left a tad because I'm going to also stamp a little puppy. Oh man, I didn't get her shoes on, and that's kind of important. So let's flip it over. That's the cool thing about white paper is there's two sides to every piece. And our white is thick enough. Dang, I did it again. We'll get one shoe. This white is thick enough to flip over and you don't see a thing. So, well, I'm just all over stamping too hard tonight. I'm just so excited because I love card classes. So I'm going to leave that as is. Now, let us look at our Stampin' Blends chart. Now, I went ahead and told myself, I left little Post-it notes on how I did this one. Okay, so I colored her skin light cider and bronze. I colored her eyes soft suede light, and I colored her hair soft suede dark. Okay, so we're going to pull out our soft suede dark, our crumb. This is an ivory soft suede light combo. And then her skin tone is cinnamon cider bronze. And the cinnamon cider is the light of the two. Okay, so I have all my blending markers. So you can see I'm going to use 5 blending markers to make this card look awesome. You just need to go ahead and get all the skin tone blending markers. They're only $9 per pair. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pairs, that's $50. Looky there. That you can get a free item. So if you don't have the skin tone plans, then just tell me and we'll set you up with the skin tone package. All right, so we're gonna start with her skin, and I'm using light cinnamon cider and bronze. Okay, this is what my chart is telling me, and this is what we decided before. And I'm just gonna use my smaller tip, and I'm not trying to shade or anything. I'm just getting the color in here. So she's got these cute little legs. Of course, no one wears pantyhose anymore. So, and you do want to do the blending before you do the dress part, because once you do the dress part, it's hard to do the blending. So, FYI, if you're making these cards at home, don't jump the gun. Do the blending first. All right, then you've got to kind of look carefully about where your blending goes here. Don't get in the hair area. And go around those cute lips. We've got some lipstick for her, of course. Don't worry. And I'm just getting one smooth layer of this blend right in there. Okay, and that's a gorgeous color. That's a gorgeous skin tone. You can leave it like that. Hope and I just made an executive decision. This is what we decided to do, which was cinnamon cider and bronze. So we kind of played around with that. And so we're just going to layer in one layer of the bronze, give her a little bit of a darker skin tone. So of course, when you're sending cards to your friends, you don't want to send your African American friends Caucasian cards, right? You want to be respectful of their skin tone. So you want to learn how to do this. Okay, which is why you're here. Now we're going to give a layer of bronze in here. And I believe that's her little ear there. Bronzing. Okay. Oh yeah, she looks gorgeous. Now, her eyes, we are using soft suede light. That's it. So soft suede light. We're just going to come in and give her little irises. The brown. It's so subtle, but if you leave it white, it looks freaky. So trust me on that. And then on her hair, we're going to go dark soft suede with, actually just dark soft suede. I've learned something making this chart. Dark soft suede is just pretty much dark soft suede every time. Like, you're not going to blend it with anything. It pretty much is kind of like cilantro. It just kind of takes over everything else. So let's just do her hair dark soft suede, which is here. All right. So we're just going in and putting a layer. Watch around that little flower. So, and you want to be more careful over here on the squiggly edges of her hair. Coming around here. Just getting in all these little grooves. So you definitely want to use the fine tip of the blending marker for this part because it's pretty detailed. Don't go over the headband. We're going to color that later. Coming in here. Oh, I love to color. It just makes me so peaceful. I don't know about you, but I've always enjoyed coloring. It's just very therapeutic. Okay, and there. So her hair is gorgeous. Now, I did go ahead and layer in one more, a few little waves of this same dark soft suede, just to kind of accentuate that curliness to her hair. You can follow the lines or you can just make up your own. It really doesn't matter. Just give it a little bit of texture there. Isn't that gorgeous? And doesn't it look so much better than this crazy girl? I mean, I don't know what planet she dropped off of, but she's kind of disturbed. All right. And I am going to color our little pup light crumb cake. Actually, this is dark crumb cake. It really doesn't matter. The dog can be any color you want him to be. I'm just coloring him one color. He's so cute. Mom and I met and we walked our dogs yesterday. It was super fun. They had a good time. And I need, what else do I need? I guess that's all for the, oh, here, I need the light crumb cake before I forget. So, you know, animals and people don't just stand on the air. So when you're blending people or animals that are just like hanging out, you want to give them, I call this, what did I start calling it? A splotch, a dirt splotch. When I wrote the PDFs, but you got to give a little splotch there so they're not just hanging out in midair. All right, and let us kind of get you a little bit closer here if I can. And I'm also going to adjust the light there a little bit. Okay, now I'm going to color her dress. I'm sorry, I'm not coloring her dress. We're going to do her dress another way. But I am going to color her shoe. Tiny little shoe down here. And his little heart. And her headband. With light Bermuda Bay. And then I'm going to go in to this outside flower is going to be light Bermuda Bay. And then to make it super fancy, I'm going to go in and do the inside flower of her headband, dark Bermuda Bay. So it gives it just a little bit of oomph. All right. And of course you could color in her dress with blends if you wanted to, but we're going to take it up a notch. And we are going to use our Ombre designer paper to make her dress. Okay. So your packet when it comes will have a scrap of the Ombre designer paper for this purpose. Now you don't even have to re-ink your stamp. You can just go back, grab your stamp and stamp her like so, okay? And then you are going to need your scissors, which I set over here so they would be close. Now, when you are cutting for paper piecing, you want to do the opposite of what I usually tell you to do when you are cutting things out, fussy cutting, okay? So you're going to, first we're just gonna rough cut around this. All we need is the dress. So cut her head off, cut her legs off, we're good there, okay? So make sure y'all can see this. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're cutting just inside the stamped line here, not outside, which is what we usually do, but we're cutting just inside that stamped line, and we're only cutting out the dress part, okay? So wherever her skin would be, you just cut that out. And you're cutting just inside the gray line to make this cute. Oh, I'm getting off the screen. Bermuda dress. All right, so that is ready to go. And I'm going to stick that down. Look, it fits just perfectly. Isn't that cute? And I went ahead and stuck it down with seal. You could stick it with a glue dot, but honestly, the seal is thinner than the glue dot, and it won't lift up as much. So I think the seal is actually a perfect way to stick that down. To me, a glue dot is a little too thick for that. And you just put it right on her. And it fits her just perfectly. Isn't that the cutest? So, making that little ombre dress. Capiche? Alright, now we're going to do a little recon. We're going to try to cover up my little messes there. So we are going to make a heart bubble right around this little dog. He's going to be full of love for his owner. Cool? And voila, there's always a way to cover up your extra happiness when you make cards. All right, now we're just gonna layer. So I cut this white oval with my layering ovals. You may be familiar with one of my favorite things. And this layer is from the same set of dies. Voila. And we are going to build that into a pretty card with Stampin' Dimensionals, which I've already buried. Oh, here they are. They fell. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we shall put that down right there. All right, so card number 1, and I also think I'm gonna do a few little white hearts around this to get this nice and covered up. Voila. Okay, so we have a little fun bit of hearts that will surround our pretty girl. So card number 1 is done, and remember, this ombre paper is free with a $50 purchase, so you want to snap that up. Now, you guys may know that the ombre paper recently went on back order, but I have plenty of it. So just because Stampin' Up says it's on back order doesn't mean that I don't have it, because I have collected quite a bit of the ombre paper over the months that we've been able to order things from Saleabration. So I'm actually going to do a little adjusting here and see. I'm just being a perfectionist tonight, if I can improve the lighting situation. That's a little bit better. Maybe. Yep. Okay. Great. Alrighty. Actually, no, I remember it's too shadowy when I have it down there. It's too bright when I have it here. So we'll just play. Okay. Now, let us go to our next thing. And you know, during a card class, I'm going to show you some other things that we're not doing during the card class. And this is one of my all-time favorite things. And especially, oh, thank you, Dana. They do look like candy. Thank you. They are adorable. Carol is here. Dana, yes, it's like Scarlet. I know. She gets on lots of cards. Yay, I'm so glad y'all are all here. Hey, Dana's here, Dana Downs and Dana Hobby. We have both Danas. Also, I forgot to ask you if you could share this on your page. Share it to your friends. Share this video so that other people can see the fun that we're having tonight. That would be much appreciated. Okay, so Paper Pumpkin is one of my all-time favorite things. This weekend, Hope and I and Clark celebrated their birthdays by going out of town, and I didn't really have time to pack a lot of stamping stuff, So I grabbed my paper pumpkin kit and tossed it in. And that is one of my favorite reasons to do paper pumpkin. So I will show you this adorable kit. Hope and Meredith and I, my niece, had tons of fun with it. So each kit it's $22. It's a subscription, and each kit comes with everything you need to make a bunch of cute projects. Okay, so these projects were Valentine's. I have 2 extra of this kit. So if you love this kit, I have 2 while supplies last. Okay, so you can contact me and I can pop that on my porch for you to pick up, or I can ship it to you for $8. But this is the cutest kit. All right, it's got a full thing of ribbon, which is unusual. A gorgeous stamp set for Valentine's. It even has a cute little snail. Sending love your way. Hi Valentine, be mine. Love you. Gonna set that aside. We've got Poppy Parade ink, so you've got lots of fun inks in your paper pumpkins. I've got these already kind of ready to show you. This is one of the cards that was made with the paper pumpkin kit, and this is the other card. Both adorable. So let me just show you how quick and easily one of these comes together. If you've never done paper pumpkin before, the pandemic is the time to try it, okay? Because we all need a creative escape, and even if you're an avid crafter, then it's fun to have something that comes in your mailbox with no effort, okay? You deserve a $22 creative escape, I believe. So I've already kind of separated these out into little packets, and we're going to, let me get my card out for a guide. This card comes together really easily. So you can see on Paper Pumpkin, a lot of the work is already done for you, which is nice. And we're going to, the first Paper Pumpkin kit you get will come with a block, so you have the stamp blocks that you need to create all the future projects. So we're just inking this up, and it goes right here amongst all these little hearts and flowers. Voila! Isn't that the cutest? And then we're going to use the Sending Love Your Way stamp to do the sentiment on this little die cut piece, which is already cut out for you. You just pop it out of the paper and stamp. And I love the mixed fonts on this stamp set. It's the cutest. So you've got in one kit, you've got 8 Valentines, okay, to send. So, and you can get refills of the kit while supplies last if you are a Paper Pumpkin subscriber. So the system will not allow you to get the refills unless you're a subscriber. But like I said, I have 2 full extra kits if you love this. Now we're going to attach this little piece to the back of that. With the glue dot. So I suggest that you purchase some glue dots. We do have glue dots in the kit, but they drive me a little bonkers. So that's just a tip. I'm gonna tie a ribbon, a bow with my black ribbon. And it's so easy and cute to tie. And then I chose to stick the ribbon to the back of the sentiment piece with a glue dot, like so, okay? And then you're going to use dimensionals, which come in every kit. And I've buried them again. It's like, who's got the dimensional game tonight? Here they are. I'm going to put them up here so I won't lose them again. Hey, Ashley, good to see you. Glad you're here. All right, so this little guy is going to go straight there. And then you're going to stick this guy. I chose to stick it down with dimensionals. You could use Seal or Seal Plus if you'd like. So I just kind of thought it would be fun to pop that up a little bit. And this little guy pops right onto the front of the card. And the wonderful thing about Paper Pumpkin 2 is there's always really cute envelopes. So you've got these Poppy Parade envelopes to pop that in. So you'll have 4 of this card and then 4 of this card in this kit. Like I said, I have 2. They're $22 each. You should also go ahead and subscribe. The next kit is, the deadline to purchase the kit is the 10th of each month. They ship shortly thereafter, and they arrive here around between the 15th and the 20th, well, really after the 20th. The awesome thing about this month is there's an add-on. We had one of these in the fall, and we just love our add-ons, but you can purchase this add-on, which is only $8, and it is 20 printed mini boxes with all of these cute die cuts to put on your boxes. So I haven't gotten the add-on yet, but I certainly will. To make more cute Valentine's things. I love to make Valentine's treats, and you might say, well, you're 49 years old, why would you need treats? Well, I put them in my car, and when I go through drive-thrus, I just make people's day, okay? And last year, true story, I got rear-ended on the interstate. No injuries, just annoying. On the way to work, and I had one of these Valentine's treats in my car. I gave it to the person that rear-ended me and also to the policeman that dealt with the accident, and they both were just completely flabbergasted. So it was one of the more fun things I've ever did in my crafting career. So I hope that was a funny story for you, and you will do the same. So don't ever think that you're too old or too serious for making treats, because you never know whose day you're going to make with a Valentine's treat. All right, so we're down to our next little girl, and she is gorgeous. She is like, I don't know, just her skin, I could just drink it. It's the cutest. So let me introduce you to our next little girl. And we chose light cider, okay? So on our skin tone chart, we're using light cider with light cider. Okay, so just light cider for her skin, and for her hair, we just went straight bronze. Okay, so that is this one. Wait. I'm just going to go with what I said. Light cider for her hair and bronze for her hair. Sorry, light cider for her skin, bronze for her hair. I promise you we're going to get this. Alrighty, so your packet will come just like so, and you'll have all the stuff that you need to make pretty things. Of course, you'll have 2 of each card in your packet. Oh, I'm excited because I get to use my die cut machine. So, you guys may or may not have heard that Stampin' Up! Has the cutest little mini embossing machine. And it's just the smallest little thing. It barely takes up any space on your crafting area. And it is the cutest. Now, we are going to use, you heard something fall earlier. It was my 2 stamp sets. 2 other stamps, well, dies sets that we're going to use. So one of the die sets that we're using tonight is from the Lots of Heart stamp set bundle, and the dies are hearts for days. So we've got birds, hearts, all the good things with Valentine's Day. But we're using this heart that is just a really cute shape. And I will emboss and cut that out with my mini emboss machine. It's a little hard to do on this surface. It's easier if you put it straight on if you put it straight on a table rather than a paper surface. So I'm just gonna cross my fingers that this works. I'm trying to, you gotta line up your plates real good, which I didn't do. That doesn't need to be hanging out. There we go. I think I have something extra in there. Okay. I promise this works because I did it before. Oh, maybe it's because I've got this doubled up. We just need to do one at a time here. There we go. Cutting out a heart. Okay, so there's my little pool party heart. I'm actually going to put a glue dot on this so y'all don't have to keep watching me adjust that. I know that's probably driving y'all bananas. All right. So we've got our pool party heart, and we're going to use our Hey Girlfriend set on it. And we are going to stamp You Can Count on Me. Isn't that the cutest? So you guys can all count on me, that's for sure. And I just love this set for all these cute sentiments. Let me get my block here. And I am going to just use the basic gray for my stamping, keeping it simple here with basic gray. I'm going to stamp it a little bit down the lower part. I was more careful that time. And then I'm going to stamp the girl with basic gray. And I'm going to pull my other girl out of here. She's so fancy. She just looks like, I don't know, she looks like a college student to me. Now, I did stamp her a little bit over to the right. I'm not even sure I said that on your PDF instructions, but because the heart is going to go on that side. So just remember that when you're putting your packets together. All right, so while that's giving a little bit of dry, I'm going to get my, let me see if I can scrunch y'all down a tiny bit on coloring. All right, so I'm going to give her her ground to stand on. She's not floating in the air. Give our little light crumb cake splotch. Okay, now like I said, we are doing her skin tone light cinnamon cider. Okay, and this is a new in color, so we haven't had it forever, and it's a really great complement to our skin tones. This would be a medium skin toned person, so and it's just the most deep, rich color. It's wonderful. I have many, many friends that are this skin tone. And we shall give her neck and her hands. She has on a long sleeve shirt here, FYI. And now we're getting, now this was a little tricky for me. You kind of have to look at where her glasses are versus where her face stops, okay? So, and her hair comes down to here. So this is her face. And this is her face. So I kind of filled those in too. You don't have to worry about her eyes because her eyes are closed. Gonna get in there and leave her lips. Did I skip that other girl's lips? I think I did. Now you're gonna give a little cute little flip here on her hair. So there's a few little tendrils that are hanging down. Oh no, those are the darker color. Never mind. We'll go over that. That'll be fine. Just jumped the gun there. I got distracted by my leaving the lipstick off the other girl. Let's bring her back. She's gonna get Magenta Madness lipstick. That's gonna really pop. Boom. All right. Y'all still here? I know you ordered the tones for your cart. Oh, you like how you did the tones. Thank you. And you guys are going to be able... Hey, Kathy Brown. Thank you for sharing. You guys are going to get the skin tone chart when you register for this class or message me your email. So, like I said, you can get all the skin tones on this chart. Now, I will give full credit to Jackie Williams. She is in New Zealand, and she made that, but she has it on her blog for anyone to download for free. Isn't that awesome? I love it when our demonstrator friends are generous. Okay, so now her dress is going to be Flirty Flamingo, but we're going to kind of two-tone this. So we're going to go in with our light, Flirty, and we're going to put in a full layer, okay? So a full layer of Flirty Flamingo light. Okay, and while we've got the light going, we're going to go in here and color in her dress. Her shirt that goes in her dress. And then also, that little heart is actually see-through. You can go ahead and color her belt. We're going to color it in dark, but you can color it light, just for simplicity. All right, so now we're going to use the lines. This is a good hint that Stampin' Up! Gives us on our stamp sets. We're going to use these lines on her skirt to guide us as to where we're going to put in extra color. Plus, we're going to put an extra color on the edges. So go in on your edges, put in extra color, and then put an extra color right on these lines. Okay, so we're going to put it in on these edges. We're going to go on this bottom edge because that's underneath, so it's going to be kind of shadowed. And then we're going to put more color in where these lines are. So follow the lines and then get your edges. Okay, but that looks weird, all right, because it's all mixed together. So now we're going to go in and we're going to fill that in and pull that color out with our light blending marker. Okay, so that's just going to pull that all out. I like to go in little circles. You can also pull out the color like this. You'll see people do it lots of different ways. But you just kind of want to pull at that demarcation between the two colors until they're mixed together. Isn't that fantastic? That's how you do two-toned blending. You guys know me, and you know that I'm impatient, and I usually just do one color in a class. But this stamp set would be mad if we did that. So I'm going to put dark pink on her belt, okay? And then on her bow, I went ahead and did dark in this place. And I'm going to do dark here. And I'm going to do dark here. And I'm actually going to do dark in where the little bow flips up on itself. And then I'm going to put a little bit in the middle. And then I'm just going to go in with my light and pull that dark out a smidge. Isn't that cute? It's like a two-tone bow. Woo-woo! And then I'm going to do her shoes dark, flirty. She's got to have on cool shoes. All right. So now, let's don't forget her lips. I am going to do the Magenta Madness for her lips. Gotta get those lips popping. And then I'm going to pop in here with her hair color. Now, I chose bronze for her hair color. And I'll show you in the... Oh, that happened earlier when I opened my bronze marker. All right. So we're going to pop in a layer of bronze here for her hair. Just darker, just a little bit darker than that pretty skin. And we're going to get in one layer of the bronze. But you see how like her hair, there's definitely like sections of her hair. One thing that's kind of fun is to go back with the same color marker and just like accentuate the stripes with like every other stripe, give it an extra layer, okay? Just gives it some cool depth. And I did not do that on my example, but I was like, oh, that'll be pretty to do when I do my class. So that's a fun thing about class, is I can kind of perfect. Now, of course, her hair is not the color of her skin. It's the color that I am using here. So we'll go in and fill that in real good. And voila, we have the gorgeous girl. So you can see the difference in the hair when I added like an extra layer in there. You know, choose your own adventure. You can do it the way you want, but that kind of makes it a little extra special. Sorry. Let me scooch this over here where you can see her different hairs here. The different ways I did the hair. And I'll show you an alternative version. This is my card that looks like me. Let's see. Dana, natural highlights. Yes, she's gorgeous. Thank you, Kathy. You're so sweet. Now, this is probably looks more like me. I used ivory for the skin tone here and crumb cake for her hair, FYI. So if you're wanting it to look like that, then that's what skin tones you would use. All right, so we're gonna finish this card. Now, I wanted to use a background for this card, and I put the balloons on the example card, which is cute. I like this because you can send a birthday card to your friend and she knows that during COVID, you can count on me to send you a birthday card even in COVID, okay? So that's why I chose that sentiment. But of course you could choose any number of sentiments from the stamp set. And I'm gonna go ahead and just get my background here so I don't make a big mess. I'm going to stamp now. There's two ways you can stamp this background, okay? Many of you have what's called Versamark in your crafting areas, but you also may have all the ink pads. So I'm gonna use, on this card, I used So Saffron, okay? But let me show you what it looks like with Versamark. So Versamark will basically make what's called a watermark on any card that you, on anything that you stamp. So it's kind of like having all the colors in one. And it's a little more subtle when you do it. So you guys may or may not even be able to see that on this. Oh yeah, that's awesome. It's really sticky. On some projects we're making for Technique Club, we're going to use the gilded leafing, and so balloons all over the card. They're going everywhere. So you can see the difference when you use Versamark. Ooh, man, that light is bright. I'm sorry, you guys. I was playing around with my lighting, and I definitely overdid it. Let me move this over a little bit. That helps. bottom to balance that out. Okay, so you can see this one is stamped with So Saffron, and this is stamped in Versamark. So it's very faint with the Versamark, but also a cool look. So choose your own adventure there. And we're going to assemble this card. Now you may be like, hey, I've never seen that designer paper before. It's so cute. It is part of a stack of designer paper that you can get right now with a starter kit, okay? So if you are not a Stampin' Up! Happy shopper, then you can get a starter kit and you can get 5 packs of designer paper. The in colors, the regals, the neutrals, the brights, and the subtles, okay? And you can see there's 2 patterns. There's this cool pattern that looks like a 70s like curtain. And there's this pattern, and then this pattern, and that. Okay, so all the colors have all these different patterns. And this is Flirty Flamingo, but you're gonna have just a rainbow of color of paper if you choose to get your starter kit. Now, some of you guys may already be Stampin' Up! Demonstrators. I know quite a few of you on this are. And you guys can purchase the Brights or Subtles designer paper stack that's in the main catalog. Your PDF has the instructions and the numbers for that. So no, don't worry if you are already a happy shopper. You can purchase designer paper. This is just designer paper that will be in the next catalog. So we like having stuff early, which is kind of fun. I'm going to stick this down with a little seal. Now I'm going to tilt that a little just for fun. And then I'm also going to take one of these vellum doilies. These are very affordable and they go a long way. So I believe they're only $5 and they go a super long way. Now I'm going to actually kind of place these where I want them and just kind of do a little test. See, I don't want that hanging off. So I need to scoot this down and I need to scoot this up. Okay, so cut it in half and then get it kind of in place. Then you can remove this and stick it down any way you want. Now, when I'm sticking things down underneath stuff, I usually use tear and tape because it's quick. So I'm just going to use a little tear and tape here and smack that down and smack that down. No one will ever know that's back there. Okay, now we're just gonna pop our little girl up with dimensionals. And she goes right there, cute as can be. And then we're going to pop up our little heart. Now we shifted her over a little bit so this would fit great. And then this is just a little trick I have for you. When you are putting something that's going across multiple layers, just put one dimensional on that lower layer and then that'll sit right where it needs to sit, except for scoot it down a little bit. Okay, so it's not trying to dimensional to 2 different layers. That's one of my little tips for you today. And let us put on our little hearties. So I used these cute little resin hearts right here on my heart. So there's a million of these resin hearts on when you purchase these. I can tell you how many. There are 150. That's nuts. That's a lot. Wow. So, and your packet, of course, will come with the ones that you need to make your make and takes. So those will be in your packet. You can see I also used the Gorgeous Grape. So your card kit may actually have a different paper. So you'll just, it's like going to be a surprise of what you get in your packet. So card number 2, Hey Girlfriend, and you learned how to do some fancy blending with that card. So I hope that you enjoyed that advanced blending lesson. That's about as advanced as I ever get with blending. Okie dokie. Now let me see what my next happiness to show you is. Oh yes. So I love a good kit. You guys know that. I'm a super fan of kits. And I'm going to show you one of the kits that I'm crushing over from our catalog. And this one is called Hey Dear Friend. We got all kinds of, or just dear, no? It is called Hey Dear Friend. Let me look. Oh, Hello Dear Friend, sorry. But this is what is called an all-inclusive kit. So it's got everything that you need in it to make your projects. You don't need an extra stamp set. It includes the stamp set. But you've got this card, got this cute little card. These could go in the mail, or you could also put them on packages. This little card, so nice. You could give this for a wedding. You could give it for an anniversary. You could give it for a graduation. I love a day to remember because that pretty much is for any occasion. And then you make my heart smile. So lots of cute projects there. And your kit is going to be able to make, let me see, I can't remember, 12 cards. So 3 each of each card. You've got this great stamp set that is super versatile. A day to remember, hello dear friend, just a note, thank you, and you make my heart smile. So no shortage of things there. We have our Misty Moonlight Stampin' Block. Oh, and by the way, you're asking me, how do you mail these tiny cards? What I would do is I would put the tiny card in its tiny envelope and then stick that card in a regular sized envelope. Okay, so you don't have to freak out about it being too small. Just put it in a regular sized envelope and send it. Okay, just my little post office hack there for you. All the die cut pieces and everything are in this gorgeous kit. It's only $32. You're gonna get some of this cool bronze twine too. So everything you need is right there in that pretty kit. So hello, dear friend, and you want that kit for $32. At the end, I'm going to tell you how you can pop that up to $50 with a couple of things, so you'll make sure and get your free item. It would just be a practical crime operation. You would be giving away free things. Even if you already have a lot of the things that that are on Saleabration, if you're an avid crafter, then you can collect that designer paper for days. Did you emboss the vellum pieces? I did not emboss the vellum pieces. They were as is. Love the tilt. Oh goodness. On the kit, did you no, I did not emboss the vellum pieces on the kit. They come that way. So yes, thank you, thank you. All right. Hello, dear friend. Pick that up and have it ready to go. Now, our final card is a bold card with our 2 dear friends here. And I just noticed that they're floating in the air. We don't like for our friends to float in the air, so let's give them a little anchor. The dog is not happy with something out there. I'm sure it's nothing, but she likes to make a lot out of nothing. Okay, thank you. So I started with the designer paper. So sometimes you start with a stamp. Well, obviously I started with the stamp set, but I started with the designer paper next because I love Magenta Madness and I wanted it to go bold with black. So that's what I chose here. And we're going to stick that down. Again, this is part of that designer paper series that you can get free with a starter kit. You can always order the in color 6x6 stack in the annual catalog if you are already a demonstrator. And we're going to go ahead and stick that down with Stampin' Seal while we're at it, just to get it out of our way. And of course, since we're using black cardstock, we're going to put with a basic white. It's going to take me a long time to get the whisper out of my white. I do love the basic white paper. I've been using it. It's very comparable, so no worries there. I'm not surprised. Stampin' Up puts out an excellent product. And we're going to put that aside. Now, we're going to do our blending on this square. It is a 3.5 by 3.5 square of thick, basic white. So I like to use the thicker white papers on blending, FYI. So you'll see that in the instructions of on your PDFs. So on this card, we've got two girls. They're friends. And we're going to go ahead and stamp them. The first girl is our same girl that we did on our first card, but she's going to have, I'm going to make her have red hair because I realize I haven't done a red haired card yet. And my daughter has red hair. My sister has red hair. They might disown me if I don't. And then we're going to use another girl. She's a girl with a side ponytail. So this card makes me chuckle because I've always, Hope has long, straight red hair, and I've always wanted her to put it in a side ponytail. And she hates side ponytails. So I think I'm going to make this card be her just as a joke. All right. And that means I need to get my my blending marker that does red hair, and that's Cajun Craze. Oh, it's right at the top. All right, so we may as well start there. Let's go light Cajun Craze for her hair. Now, I didn't get a super fine stamp there, but once you color, it is not going to show. And I'm going to come in with a smaller area just so I can have a little bit better control of the hair situation here. Okay. Very good. Now I'm going to pop in here, do her little side ponytail. All right, so we've got our red hair. Now, since you know we've got those hair stripes again, we're going to come in with our same color and just fill in every other stripe with another layer. It's very subtle, but when you look at it after it dries, it's really cool. So every other layer there. Voila! Isn't Hershey gorgeous? All right, now let's go ahead and give her, we're gonna do ivory skin for her. I think my ivory is still in my bucket over here. Or not. Here it is, it's covered. Ivory. So Hope is, you know what? Hope is super fine skin. She is light petal pink. Not ivory, so we're going to go light petal pink. This is the lightest skin tone we have. A lot of redheads have light skin. Give her that. Now, she does have leggings on, but her ankles are exposed, so make sure and get her ankles. If y'all know Hope, she wears leggings like 24/7. So, all right, and she actually has brown eyes, so I'm gonna give her little brown eyes here. Oh, that's a little dark. Might should have gone a little lighter. That's a bronze. I would go a little darker there. Okay, now let's go ahead and do our skin and hair for our other girl. And we've done let's see, we've done dark, we've done medium, we've done petal pink. Let's do an ivory skin tone just to see what that looks like. So we'll cover all the skin tones. And see, it's a little bit darker. It's quite a bit darker than your petal pink, okay? So this is your friend that maybe has some Grecian roots. She's got some ability to get a little color of her skin. All right, skin tones done. Now let's go ahead and pop up their lips before we forget. We're going to use magenta again for the lips. On one of the PDFs, I said you had to use Melon Mambo, but you really don't. You can use magenta for all the lips. Italia, yes. Oh, I'm glad you like the red hair, Kathy. And Mom, thank you. You're so sweet. I'm having so much fun tonight. I hope y'all are too. All right, let's give her, I'm going to do her hair with So Saffron. And I'm actually going to go in with a layer of light saffron. It's a very subtle yellow. I think it's perfect for blonde hair. I'm going to go in with the light saffron first. And then I'm going to show you a little fancy Nancy that I'm going to do with her hair. I hope y'all have enjoyed this blending lesson. You know, my thing about blending is you can never stop learning. So if you're not sure about your blending, you just need to get this stamp set and practice, okay? And this is a perfect one to practice with. And then I'm going in with the saffron, and I'm going to give just a few of these little squiggles some extra oomph with the dark saffron. It just kind of, oh yeah, it looks good, doesn't it? Make sure and get all the areas there. Are you loving it? I do. All right, now I wanted magenta and purple posy just because those are two of my favorite colors. These girls are cute girls, and they're gonna both have on bright colors. So let's give the first girl her magenta outfit. So what I did here is I just used the light for her, this part of her dress. Isn't that a gorgeous bold pink? Hope is just turned 16 last week, and she's never grown out of pink. She loves pink. She still loves pink, and she's not ashamed of loving pink, and I think that's wonderful. Okay, so loving that little skirt. And then we're going to do everything else on her is going to be this dark. Actually, this, I'm going to do the dark in the middle on the bow and then pull it out with the light, just like I did on the flamingo girl. It's subtle, but it kind of gives it a little dimension there because it's going to be darker where that's bunched up. If it's not different enough, you can go in and put another layer of dark. Now it looks different. Okay, now the purse, we're going to do it dark magenta. I started to do it different colors, and then I was like, nah, we can't compete with this magenta. We're just going to go full magenta. Now this, you just have to barely touch your pen to paper because it's a really thin purse strap. And the last thing we're going to do is her, like this little part of her dress. I'm sure it has a name. I guess it's the collar. It's going to be dark magenta. and the flower, except for the tiny little middle. Didn't do a very good job there. Is going to be dark saffron. So, you know, technically it's got a yellow middle. And we're going to color her shoes dark magenta. So I hope after tonight you're not scared of coloring people and that you'll consider getting this stamp set to experiment with these fun skin tones. Now I'm going to color her leggings black, but I don't like the dark basic black marker. This is the, oh, that is the dark. I like the light basic black because the dark is like super stark. It does cover over pretty much anything. Well, you know what? I don't have the light out, so we're just going to go full dark. Since it's solid, I think it's going to be fine. But if you're coloring dark black over any kind of detail, it just swallows up the detail in the stamp. But since there's no detail here, this works. So, thank goodness. And if we know Hope, she wears black leggings. Like Mom knows, she has about 12 pair of black leggings. She dances, and so that's what she wears to dance on her non-ballet days. Okay, I like the black leggings. They're cute. And then we have a purple posy dress. So her friend is Fancy. We're going to come in with light purple posy for the band. And then the outside of the posy, the outside of the flower is light. And then I'm going to give a full layer of light purple posy to her entire dress. And I did not try to make that belt buckle a different color. It's so tiny. But you could go in with a smoky slate if you wanted. I just went with it. So we're getting a layer of purple posy in here. And again, we're going to follow the lines on the stamp set and then accentuate the edges. So I definitely went in to her belt and darkened that up. So get some dark soft suede, dark purple posy in there. I'm going to leave the outside of her belt buckle light. So we're darkening that up. I'm actually going to go in and put a dark layer on her headband. Then we're going to fill dark into the middle of this flower. Isn't that gorgeous? And then we're going to come in here and follow these lines on her skirt with the dark color. We're going to come around to these edges and at this bottom here. Okay. But we're not going to leave it that way. That looks weird. We're going to come in with our light, and we're going to pull this dark into our light until it blends. Okay, that's where you get the name Stampin' Blends. And of course our blends come in packs of 2. So they come in dark and light of each color. So you'll have what you need to make these gorgeous little combos. Wonderful. Gorgeous. And then we're going to pop in here with the dark for her shoes. And then of course we need our splotch for them to be sitting on. I like crumb cake for my splotch. And you'll see people that they'll do like a pool party halo around their people. I don't really do that. It stresses me out, but people do that. You can find videos of people doing that. It's really pretty. And then I'm going to give this little purple, I'm going to give this purple posy girl some blue, balmy blue eyes. Now, our blending markers sometimes explode like that. You just put them back in. It's fine. They work fine. The price point on blends is incredible. So, they're $9 for 2 markers. Some other more fancy blending markers that we don't sell are like that much for one marker. So it's a really good price point for two of one color tone for $9. Okie dokie. So isn't that cute? Aw, two little friends. Now we're gonna pop that up with our dimensionals on our little card. Of course, you'll have enough to make 2 of each card, so you can color even more skin tones than we've done, because we've only colored 4 tonight. You could do 8. All right, so we're going to pop that down like so. And then we're going to put our sentiment in here. So this one is going to derive its name from the stamp set. Hey Girlfriend. So we're going to use that one for this card. And this is a tiny little strip. It'll, of course, you'll have the dimensions of it. It's of the cardstock Purple Posy. You'll have the dimensions of it in your PDF. Remember, if you're just getting on, if I don't have your email yet, and that way you'll get the PDF instructions and all of the measurements for these cards, as well as the skin tone chart. Hey Girlfriend. So the cool thing about these cards are you only need a basic gray ink pad. So in either Saffron or Versamark. So really, and you can use blends to make whatever people you want. So whatever blend you have is what you're going to use. Or if you don't have all the blends, you might need to buy a few extras. Okay, I'm going to make a black and white bow. This is from the Playful Pets Twine Combo Pack. It's a mouthful. So it's got a little red, and then it's got this black and white, and I use it a lot. Thank you, Terry. I think it's darling myself. And we're going to put that down with a glue dot, right about so. And then I put the dimensional on 1/2. I've really trashed my hands tonight. The dimensional on 1/2 of this card. And it's just going to pop right there. Cool? Like so. So I love that little card. And of course your white's inside so you can write in it. So your little trio of blending cards with all your different skin tones are everything that your friends will want from you in the mail. So I hope that you do put in your $35 order at least, so you can get the make and takes for free. If you put in a $50 order, of course, you're going to get a free Saleabration item from Stampin' Up. So let's whip through those real quick in case you haven't seen our Saleabration catalog. We have paper blends, designer paper. So you can start hoarding up the papers. There is no judgment here for anyone that decides to hoard up some paper. We have the donkeys. They're adorable. See those? We have Approaching Perfection, which is just a super cute birthday set. We have, of course, the Ombre paper that we've been talking about tonight. Corner Bouquet is a great Saleabration item. And then we have Heal Your Heart, which is a really cool set. We have Flower and Field designer paper. I've used tons of that. I love the black. Now, Touch of Ink is a stamp that we're going to use at my Stamp Technique Club next week. So I'm going to show you a card there. And then that's for you with a $100 purchase. So it's a huge stamp set with lots of stamps. And then the Berry Blessings is the hit of Saleabration. You've got your berry paper and your Berry Blessings stamp set free with a $100 purchase. So you get both the stamp set and the paper. Now, don't forget when you get a starter kit, so that's $125 for $99, no shipping. you get all of this designer paper. Okay, that's what we used on our couple of our projects tonight. We used the ombre on one, and then we used that paper on the other. All right, let me show you another project I made with that paper that you can get from that from joining. It's a little box that holds a Hershey's. Actually, there's nothing in here because I moved it to the other box that I made, but you can put Hershey's in there. This is a box that I made on a Facebook Live. So you need to go to my new YouTube channel in case you're not already on there to see all these cute projects. Now, 2 things that you need to know about coming up. So, oh, hold on. Before we go over that, let me tell you what my suggestions for you are for your Hey Girlfriend order. So, if you're not sure what to get, I have suggestions. Okay, so your basic package, we call that like the bronze package. You can get the stamp set, Hey Girlfriend, a gray ink pad, the bright stack of DSP, so the designer paper in brights, and vellum doilies, and resin hearts. Okay, you can get all that for $52. Okay, you can pick a free item. I suggest the ombre paper. For the next package is the silver package, and you get everything up here, plus you can get the dies that we use to make those cute hearts. There's also other die options. There's the So Sentimental dies, which I used for the, I forgot to tell you all about that, for the rectangle there. So lots of dies fall in this price range. And then a seal, Stampin' Seal, is $12. And you'll get to $100 exactly. You can pick a level 2 item, which are the Touch of Ink or the Berry Blessings, or you can get 2 level 1 items, all right? But of course, if you're getting to $100, you need to start thinking about the best deal, the gold package, and that's the starter kit. You can get $125 for $99. All of this above plus $25 more, I suggest 2 more packages of the monochromatic color family packs of 6x6 paper, okay? And you'd still be under your $125 for $99. And the good thing about the starter kit is there's no shipping, and you get 5 packs of free paper, okay? So that's the designer paper that I showed you of all the different color stacks, all of that, a rainbow of paper colors. And after that, you get 20% off your orders. So I'm looking on this video, there are tons of happy shoppers, and do you know why? Because they're very happy, because they're getting a 20% discount or 25% discount on all their products because they are happy shoppers. Many of them do not have classes. There's no requirement to sell, and getting your starter kit is no big deal. It's super easy. I can help you. Now, if you're like, Kay, I'm a little overwhelmed with all these things, I just want something simple, I need a brain break for COVID, then you need to get the Keep It Simple Hello Dear Friend card kit, okay? So that's the card kit, Hello Dear Friend, and this is all going to be in the email that I send you, so if you can't read it, don't stress. And your Hello Dear Friend kit is $32. The seal is, add some seal and some paper snips, and you're right at $54. Every crafter needs a good adhesive and some great scissors, okay? So that's what I would suggest with that card kit, and then you can pick your free item. I think y'all can hear it, but it's crazy. Very happy shopper, Terry. I know, me too. I'm happier than you are that you're a happy shopper. Oh, I have so many things to show you that I was going to show you. Okay, the ombre paper. Here's some alternative projects using the ombre paper. Okay, so my friend Cindy made this project, and it's got the succulents. My friend Stacy Hobby made this cute donkey card with the ombre paper. She went ombre with the ombre, colored with the ombre. We have this cool card that my friend Cindy stamped right on the ombre paper with the succulents. Here's another more advanced succulent card using the ombre paper. And then we have this cool swap. I'm going to take it out. I haven't even gotten it out of its packet yet. I got it in the mail this week. And it also uses that ombre paper. Isn't that stunning? It's just like a Blackberry Bliss Bonanza there. So I wonder if nope, it doesn't say who made it. So lots of cool projects using the ombre paper. Now here, this was for Hope's 16th birthday. I love this card. This is Hope 10 times over. She's pink with a sparkle with some sparkle. You can't tell, but I put Wink of Stella here. I've got gold ribbon. We had a whole table spread because even though you're 16 in a pandemic, you're still going to have decorations at our house because that's just how we roll. And this is our dog Scarlet. She's kind of a golden orange red. They call her red tone. But this is the card I made for her birthday. She let me show you on the Facebook Live, of course, because she's so sweet. And the 2 events that I have coming up that you need to put on your calendar are, ooh, this one's not even on my calendar yet because I just decided to do it. So this is going to be my online workshop, and we're doing this on 2/2. So that's easy to remember, February the 2nd, okay? So write that on your calendar at noon. Oh, thank you, Dana. You're so sweet. But on the 2nd of February, we're going to make these 3 ice cream cards. So that's for my online workshop. It's going to be in this in a different group, so you'll need to click to join that group, and the information on where that is in the description of this Facebook post that I'm doing right now. That's February the 2nd at noon. Now, the last thing we're going to talk about is one of my favorite events of the month, and this is my Stamp Technique Club. So we are learning how to use the gilding, okay? We're using gilding, and we're going to just go crazy with it. Where's my other card? There's 3 cards. I think oh, here it is. So we usually do 2 fancy cards and 1 simple. So these are the cards we're doing at my Stamp Technique Club. This club is full of Stampin' Up! Happy shoppers, but also people that are not happy shoppers. And you're welcome to join no matter what you are. A lot of happy shoppers get inspiration from our Technique Club. We learn a new technique every month. We get PDF instructions and access to a video, to a Facebook group exclusive to the happy shoppers. You're going to get the make and takes, 3 make and takes free with a $25 minimum purchase. So that's the simple minimum that you need to join my Stampin' Technique Club. So if you're a happy shopper and you need some inspiration, treat yourself to that every month. Just all you have to do is put in your $25 order. You'll get the email, click, put it in, and you'll get the make and takes in the mail to you, as well as the PDF instructions on email. So that is on February the 5th and February the 6th. On the 5th is at 10 a.m. and on the 6th is at 7 p.m. So you can do either one. We've got 2/5 at 10 a.m. and 2/6 at 7 p.m. And each month you can choose which one you want to come to. And if you can't come to either one of them, you can catch the video and you'll still get the make and takes for free. So you don't have to come to participate, obviously. This month, if you bring a friend to club, you will, and they join, they get a set of blending markers and you get a set of 2 blending markers. So we're having a fun blends party. Now, I don't know if you have any questions, but I'm going to tell you about one more exciting thing that is happening in my business with Saleabration, and then we shall commence. So we have, every year I do a Saleabration celebration, and this one comes with a extra dimensional. But the way you earn your way into my fancy party is as a customer, we're going to have bingo, we're going to stamp, we're going to have make and takes, a snack in the mail, a buy one get one sale exclusive to you, sneak peeks, gifts, games, all kinds of fun. But the most exciting thing, you know, our online events are awesome, but they're not as fun as live, okay? Let's just be honest. So I wanted to kick it up a notch, and I'm going to give away a mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine for my customers that earn their way into the Saleabration celebration. That will take place on May, I'm sorry, I said May 21st on here. It is literally March 21st. I put that on 100 flyers and sent them out, but it's March 21st, not May 21st. Celebration will be over at the end of February. But you want to earn this so that you can have all the fun, but especially so you can have a chance to win that emboss machine. Also, there's going to be a whole nother emboss machine given away to my Pretties team. So if you're on my Pretties team, then that's something to look forward to. I'm going over, making sure I don't skip anything. There's so many things to tell you. Last call for how the card class works. $35 order, you're going to get a free Saleabration item. I suggest the Ombre paper, and you'll get the free resin hearts. If you put in a $50 order, $35 order, you get the make and takes for free. Okay, $50 order, you get the resin hearts and a free Saleabration item. I suggest the Ombre paper. You can order directly through me, message me. You can also click through the email that I sent, and the link to order will be there. I will also put the link to order in the information on this post. Actually, there's already a link to my blog, which is where you can get the link to put in your order. Just click through it and go to my blog. Dana, this skin tone chart will be sent to everyone that registered for this class. If you didn't register ahead of time and receive the email that you registered, that's fine. We always love it when you come, and just message me your email so that I can make sure you get this skin tone colors chart. Also, you can upload it from her website right here. It's she's in New Zealand, Jackie Williams. She has a lot of neat charts on there. Okay, thanks for coming to my card class. We went a little bit longer than usual because we had the blending, and it was just wonderful. So I'm glad you got to come, and I hope to see you at my next event. Bye.